The creative process. You wake up, think, conceptualize, research, produce, write, shoot, edit, invest time, energy, patience, craft, and then it sucks. One thing that is true for all creatives or anyone preoccupied in the weight of wanting to express themselves is to battle the fantasy in one's head and deal with the reality of the output. I've often started ideas fueled by a fantasy that sort of shines as bright as the sun in my head, and along with it comes the expectation of sort of writing the perfect script, shooting the perfect video and editing it masterfully. Needless to say, nothing ever looks as good as how I initially sort of pictured it in my head. What turns out, at least through the first few iterations, is a product of mediocrity. The temptation with something like this is to stay stuck in the fantasy. I go through the process of writing, editing, shooting, pacing, directing, all the while asking myself, is this what you set out to do? And while the answer has been mostly no, we can choose to ponder, plan, evaluate, postpone, and do everything in our power to serve our fantasies. But the truth is, nothing will happen, not until we choose to serve our realities over our fantasies. Creative writer and researcher Julian Shapiro talks about this through his phenomenon, the creative faucet. He goes on to say, creativity is like water. See yourself as the pipe. The first few miles of piping are always packed with wastewater. You wait for it to get out before the clear water comes. The same applies to creativity. Don't resist bad ideas, embrace them, pursue them, and take the wastewater out in them. Most people give up at this stage, but eventually the clear water starts to flow. And so this video is simply an unoriginal reminder that the reality of all creative work is messy, muddy, and riddled with imperfection. But let that serve as an indicator that once the wastewater is cleared out, a crystal clear ocean waits on the other side. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
I think you view it as a dirty tap. When you switch a dirty tap on, it's going to flow shit water out for a substantial amount of time, and then clean water is going to start flowing, and now and then you'll get a bit of shit, but as long as it gets out of you, it's fine. So with songs, you're going to write shit songs at the beginning. You are. My songs were terrible. My raps were terrible. Like, I've listened to it the other day, it's awful. But I got it out of me, and the more and more you write, the more and more you experience, and then you start flowing clean water, and songs start getting better and better and better, and when you're on a good streak, you're writing good songs, now and then you're going to write a shit song, and that song is out of you and you can move on. And it's the same with gigs. Like, you will always play bad gigs at the beginning. That's what you need to do, and then the more gigs you do, the better you'll get. Now and then you'll have a shit gig, but that's all right because you've got it out of you and you've